Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are so glad that you could join us once again for our English news broadcast. Once again, I'm Daniel Cook, your host, Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for a translated version of the Albanian news in English. In today's news, a ceremony was held today in honor of the 95th anniversary of the very first plenary session in Albania. The Assembly Speaker, Ilir Meta, participated in the activity, and he gave a brief message for the political realm. He said, "The recent initiative for cooperation between the opposition and the majority must be seen as an opportunity to learn from the past. We must meet the expectations of the country and the citizens. The parliament must not be used for playing games or producing situations that only last for a few minutes," he said. Mr. Meta was critical about the parliament in Albania, especially in the recent years. He said, "The parliament has deteriorated in the recent years, since the beginning of 1990. A new code of ethics and a new measurement of responsibility is required. We have cooperated with the OSCE, and we hope that all parliamentary groups will sign this new code of ethics," said Mr. Meta. The EU ambassador to Albania has commented on the arrest of the two MPs, Tom Doshi and Mark Frroku. He said that the justice institutions must be allowed to perform their duties. Ambassador Vlahutin said that politicians in Albania should avoid commenting on this issue. She said, "There are justice institutions in the country as well as a general prosecutor. We are all waiting for the institutions to do what must be done. This is an ongoing process, and none of us should be commenting on this issue at this point. We must allow the institutions to do their job," said Vlahutin. The EU ambassador also emphasized that the process of decriminalization is very important for Albania's path to the EU. She continued, "Decriminalization is not a new criteria, but it is a very crucial one. Incriminated people must not be included on the list of candidates for the local elections. If you do not include them on the lists, you will not have to arrest them later. We call the political parties to put their very best people forward in the elections of June 21st. The two MPs who were arrested yesterday were questioned today at the Tirana police station in the presence of their lawyers. The prosecution has revealed that Mark Frroku is also being investigated for criminal offenses by the country of Belgium. Frroku's lawyers have denied this, saying that there is no evidence to prove this claim. The warrant against him says that his entire story was made up with the intention of prompting an investigation of the Assembly Speaker Ilir Meta. The questioning of Mark Frroku lasted about 1 hour. His lawyers objected to his arrest, claiming that there was no legal precedent. Frroku's lawyers also spoke about the claim that he is being investigated in Belgium. They said that there is no evidence to prove that there is an investigation underway in Belgium regarding their client. Tom Doshi's lawyers made statements as well, saying that the arrest was illegal and Doshi was questioned as a person under investigation, a charge that cannot be raised at this point of the investigation. Doshi himself gave the testimony that "we are waiting for the trial of the High Court," said Tom Doshi's lawyers. The witness Durim Bami was also questioned at the prosecution for serious crimes. His questioning lasted for 4 hours, and he was informed of the charges against him, which now consist of conspiracy to commit perjury with two MPs. Mr. Bami rejected Tom Doshi's claim that he was threatened in the Tirana police station. Meanwhile, Tom Doshi's lawyer submitted a request to the High Court for the immediate release of his client, claiming that his arrest was illegal. He said that the prosecution has exceeded its competence. The Democratic Party has accused the Prime Minister and the Assembly Speaker for defending the MP, Kokedhima, even though he has violated the Constitution many times. The Vice Chairman of the Democratic Party said that the Parliament is guilty of double standards. He said that the Rama Meta duo have taken immediate action against unwanted MPs, but they are not taking action against Kokedhima. He said that the Democratic Party has filed a request to remove Kokedhima from office, but the Council of Mandates has not gathered to consider this request. According to the Democrats, Kokedhima is being protected by Rama and Mehta. The Assembly responded immediately to these claims, saying that the head of the Assembly has presented the Democrats' request to the Council and that the issue will be discussed on April 6th. Prime Minister Edi Rama held a meeting today with some of the Albanian farmers. He told them to be patient and to wait for more funding from the EU. He told them to be focused on another plan of funding that will come from the EU. Edi Rama gave his assurance that the Ministry of Agriculture will help the farmers to attract EU investments. He said, "We are preparing another reform for the agricultural sector. You lack the knowledge to apply for funding from the EU programs. You need the help of the state to do this. For this reason, we believe that the directories of agriculture must be transformed into assistance offices for the farmers to help them with the EU programs. We can increase the investments if we can attract the EU funding," said Prime Minister Rama. During his meeting with the farmers, Prime Minister Rama told them that the decrease of taxes must be reflected in the prices of their products. The government is currently providing a fund of $17 million for the development of the agricultural sector. The deadline for receiving an 80% discount on overdue energy bills is about to be over, and the people of Albania are lining up to pay their bills. The citizens have expressed the concern that they are being overbilled. The OSHA administrator says that there will be no more extensions of the deadlines, and that the energy will be cut off for those who do not pay their bills on time. He also said that the recent revenues have been better, and that his corporation is ready for the next step, which is the process of investing. He stated that the OSHA will invest around $55 million in 2015. He said that 991 million lek will be spent on building substations, and 2.73 billion lek will be invested in the network. He added that the problematic areas will receive the most investments in order to minimize the losses. A forum was held today between the businesses of Albania and Greece. The businessmen of Greece have expressed their interest in investing in Albania. The head of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Kozan has said that the Greek businesses are interested in investing in Albania. He said, "Greek businessmen have great interest in investing in Albania. I have the conviction that this forum will boost the cooperation between the countries. We are in a moment of crisis, and the cooperation at this time is very important. We must expand the cooperation, and both countries will benefit from it." Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the news for this evening. Thank you very much for watching. Please join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more translated news in English. Thank you, and have a great night.